It's Tuesday, and for the first time in a really long time, like 3 weeks, don't hate me, I am posting a video, and I'm so sorry it's been so long. But I've had a really crazy, hectic, troublesome, stressful, soul crushing 3 weeks. And so I guess I'll just quickly talk about that and tell you why that is. Okay, so 3 weeks ago there was the bombing in Boston, and all my family and a ton of my friends are in Boston, at least all my family in America. Um, and so it's really stressful because a lot of my cousins were out in the area at the Boston Marathon, and I have friends who were running in the marathon and stuff. So I was really focused on trying to figure out where they were, and I was not thinking about the video. Though I had made one, I just hadn't edited it or put it up yet. And then the week after, I was crazy stressed because I had thesis due. And so right now I'm currently working on my senior thesis. It's due, the final draft is due on Friday, and then I will have completed the last requirement for my senior year at Pacific University. And I'll have graduated and go off into the real world, and sadness, I will be a real adult. Real adults. So yeah, there was a bunch of crazy stuff with that, and I had a ton of stats work, and I'm a horrible, horrible individual when it comes to math. I just can't do it. It confuses the shit out of me, and unlike, Andrew, it does not make sense to me, and so I stay away from it. But I have to take social stats to graduate, so soul crushing right there. And then last week, I went for a bunch of job interviews as well as did a ton of work for my current job, which I'm now technically not really an employee of because it's only for students and the year is over. Um, but yeah, so I ended up getting a job. Woo! Job. I'm super excited. So I'll be starting work with a nonprofit in Portland sometime really soon, and that's really exciting. And not only did I get a job, but I finally got started working on my comic book internship with Hound Comics. So you guys should check out Hound Comics, and that's really exciting because then I get to do comic book stuff. So that's kind of why for the last 3 weeks I have been MIA. But now everything is kind of done, and tonight I'm gonna go celebrate because my work is having an end of the year party, and it'll be great, and I'll get my partying on, but not really because it's not that much of a party. But yeah, anyways, so. Oh, and then 2 weeks ago was also when I presented my senior project, and so I was really stressed about that. It was really awesome. Maybe I should show you a clip, which I have. Maybe not. Yeah, I'll show you a clip. So enjoy, and I'll see Trixie tomorrow. Yep. My presentation is entitled Superwoman in Bondage: How the Portrayal of Women in Comic Books Reflects Misogyny Within Comic Book Subculture. And so, for the many of you that don't know me, I am a huge nerd. And that's not an exaggeration. I consume comic books, sci fi, fantasy, like no one's business. But there's another part of me that's often kind of